Hello, everyone. Welcome to Zaui's Google Things to Do webinar here. We're going to probably wait maybe another 5 minutes or so just to make sure everyone has a chance to jump on this webinar here. In the meantime, you should see some poll questions. Please take the time to fill that out. And if you do have any questions at all, we also do have a Q&A box there as well. So feel free to kind of throw your questions in there and we can address it throughout or at the end of the presentation here. So yeah, so we're just going to wait a few more minutes until we got a little, some more participants jumping on. And yeah. For all the new people that just jumped on, welcome to the Google Things to Do webinar here with Zaui. We're just going to wait probably another minute or so. In the meantime, we do have some poll questions, so feel free to fill those out while we're waiting, just to make sure we give people a little bit more time to jump on this call here. Just another minute or so. Awesome. Well, let's get started. I think everyone's in now. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. This is a topic that we are very excited about here at Zaui. We absolutely love Google Things to Do because we've seen quite a few of our clients really use this tool and make a positive change in their business. So make sure you take out your pens and notepads and make sure you're following along because there's going to be a lot of great information here today. And by the end, really, the biggest takeaway should be if you already haven't done so, and whether you're a Zaui user or not, it is to ensure that your Google Things to Do is set up and it's optimized. So let's get started. The agenda for today is going to be first we're going to talk about what Google Things to Do is, give you an understanding of, just an overall overview of it. Then we'll talk about program eligibility and the different criteria just to make sure your business does qualify for Google Things to Do. We'll touch on how to enroll in Google Things to Do. We'll talk about best practices to increase visibility, which I think is probably the ultimate goal for everyone here. And we'll also talk about troubleshooting, the different error messages you might receive from Google and how to overcome them. And we'll do some frequently asked questions, and then we're going to open up the floor for discussions and just kind of have an open conversation if you guys do have anything that you'd like us to touch on. So a quick introduction. My name is Sam Rastanajat. I am a sales manager here at Zaui. And with us, we also have Andrea. She is our customer success manager. She works very, very closely with our clients to ensure that Google Things to Do is set up properly and it's optimized. So she is an excellent wealth of knowledge, and you guys are in for a treat. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So, what is Google Things to Do? Well, Google Things to Do is part of Google's suite of travel products designed to assist travelers throughout their journey. It covers search experiences related to tours, activities, attractions, and tickets. And that will be our main focus for the webinar here today. So, as you already probably know, Google does have a very strong footing in a traveler's booking journey. Guests already book their flights through Google, book their hotels through Google. And the one thing that was actually missing is the actual experiences. So now we get that trifecta. Google can now offer a 360 degrees of touch points for the travelers. And now they can book their flights, hotels, as well as their experiences. So as a tour operator, why should you care about Google Things to Do? Well, there has been a significant growth in Things to Do searches in the recent years. Google searches alone have facilitated for over 4 billion connections for businesses, including actions like phone calls, clicks, and reservations. And to put that in perspective, that's over 11 million per day. So that's a very, very significant amount of traffic, and that's a huge pie. And there's a sliver of that pie for everyone here. You just gotta make sure your plates are ready, essentially. Now, it's an important thing to note here is while Google Things to Do is related to activities aimed at optimizing your online presence, such as SEO and ranking, however, they are not the same thing. While you've probably already invested in your overall Google presence with efforts like SEO optimization of your business listing, optimizing your review process, your Things to Do adds another layer to help drive more traffic and direct bookings to your business through Google. Now, while both bring in organic traffic, they are different vehicles. So we really want to kind of enunciate that. So each requires its own maintenance, it requires its own care, requires its own investment, its own attention, and just overall its own optimization. So even though they are separate, they do work very, very well together. So you got to make sure you focus on them separately and make sure you kind of optimize them both in whatever way they need to be optimized. And next here, I'm going to talk about why Google Things to Do is important and how it affects your visibility. Well, first of all, let's look at it from a user or a guest perspective. Google Things to Do's platform is like a personal guide for your guests. It gives them the ability to discover, amazing experiences wherever they're visiting. So whether they're looking for tours or activities or attractions, Google offers information from all over the web to make it super easy for them to find fun things to do in any location they're visiting. Now, from the operator's perspective and why you need to invest in this tool. Well, first of all, Google Things to Do is a powerful tool for your business to display your offering to travelers making travel-related search queries. And as a matter of fact, over 1.5 billion people have visited destinations that was related to their search queries. So it's a huge, huge, huge amount of traffic. And it really does help you increase your visibility of your business in these search results and offers a variety of different methods for your potential customers to find you beyond just search results. And this includes Google Maps, your business profile, a visual carousel highlighting your available tours, and even activities like paid advertisement as well. And also, apart from increasing your visibility, it improves your customer's booking journey and it substantially simplifies it. Now, a guest is able to do a search and see results in Google's front page and be able to take a direct booking through your Google's business profile. Zaui has already built this back-end connection with Google. So when your guests are doing searches for your business, they're able to take a booking directly from Google's front page. This in turn helps you and your business compete with OTAs like Get Your Guide and TripAdvisor by directing a potential client to book directly from your customer's website instead of the OTAs, thus helping you avoid paying high commission fees. And one of the best parts of these is that the OTAs cannot pay to be listed above your website. The option to book directly through your website will always be listed at the very, very top. I'm actually going to give you a quick run of what Google Things to Do is as well, just to kind of go back to its basics. Google Things to Do is part of Google's suite of travel products designed to assist travelers throughout their journey. It covers search experiences related to tours, activities, attractions, and tickets. And pretty much when we kind of discuss a different optimization, this is the part that we're going to be focusing on. Now I'm going to pass it over to Andrea here, and she'll talk a little about the eligibility criteria so you understand a bit more about if your tours actually qualify or not. Andrea?
Thank you, Sam. Since the launch of Things to Do, Google has expanded the range of products considered eligible for the program. And now as it stands, almost all tour activity and attraction products are eligible, provided they are designed to appeal to travelers and they're not controversial in nature. Transportation, airport shuttle, and transit services aren't eligible for the program. However, transportation offered in conjunction with tours or transportation services aimed at travelers such as bike or kayak rentals are eligible. Now let's talk about how to get started with Things to Do. Enrolling in Things to Do begins with your Google business profile. This is your online storefront where potential customers can locate you in search results and on Google Maps to find all the essential details about your business. If you don't already have a profile, go to google.com/business and claim your listing. Now, when you set up your business profile, you'll need to add at least one relevant business category, such as tour operator. This is how Google determines your eligibility for their program. And once your profile is complete, it's now time to decide how to connect with Things to Do. You've got two choices here. You can add your products yourself in your business profile using the Tickets and Activities editor, or you can use your connectivity partner such as Zaui if you have one. The Tickets and Activities editor is free. It does not require booking software and is fairly quick to complete. However, if you already work with a connectivity partner, the integration has several advantages over this manual entry. First of all, info from your booking system is fed straight to Google, saving you from having to edit again via your profile. It provides exposure to a wider range of Things to Do surfaces. It enables you to participate in Things to Do ads if you choose to. And there's no additional cost to using it if your booking software is already a Google partner. Now let's break down what you need to know about getting your tours and activities ready for Things to Do. These are the technical requirements and best practices when connecting via your connectivity partner specifically. So let's begin with your website landing pages. For best results, each experience you offer must be optimized for Things to Do. That means if you offer more than one experience, each one needs to have its own unique web page. Your landing pages need to tick a few boxes. The path to purchase must be straightforward. The product must be bookable online, and potential customers should be able to browse and view your availability live. Prices must be visible and compliant with Things to Do price policies. High quality images are a must. You need to have at least 300 by 300 pixels and preferably the 16:9 scale. Don't use generic stock images here. Your images should depict the experience customers will have on this tour specifically, and only use images that are unique and do not reuse the same images across your different tour products. Also include on your landing page a thorough product description, highlights, inclusions, exclusions, and points of interest visited on the tour. Okay, So now onto your booking system. The first critical step here is to check your business address. The address in your booking system must precisely match that of your Google business profile, right down to the company name and full address. This is how Google Things to Do matches your booking system with your Google business profile, which, as we discussed earlier, is that foundation of connectivity to Things to Do. Okay, now onto the specific tour and activity requirements. This is where all the information sent from your booking system in the daily feed to Google needs to be added. The information entered here should closely match the content in the corresponding landing page on your website. So to be eligible for Things to Do, each tour must include the following minimum information. We need the tour-specific website landing page, because that's where people are going to land off of a Google Things to Do surface. It needs to have an end date in the future. It cannot be expired. Activity cannot be expired. Be available to book within the next 365 days. Match the price on your website, and also indicate whether this experience is a guided or self-guided. Okay, I'm going to do a quick demonstration of how to set up Things to Do in Zaui. You'll find Things to Do along with all our integrations, productivity tools, and distribution partners in the Zaui marketplace. As there is no cost to using it, it's enabled by default in all Zaui systems. However, don't worry. Until you meet those minimum requirements, your products will not be included in the feed. So we're going to log into one of our demo systems now, and I'll run you through an example of how to set up Things to Do. Okay. So this is the configuration page for the fictitious Conquer the Rapids rafting tour. On the basic settings tab, we've already added the date range, departure time, duration, price, and capacity components of the tour. As we have Things to do enabled in this system, the Google Settings tab here is visible. In this tab, we provide the additional information that is required by Things to Do. So working through the settings here, your inventory type should be set as Operator Direct for tour and activity products, or Official for attraction or point of interest products. The landing page is where you add the link to your web page showcasing this particular product. And although not required, you can also add a website list view if you have one, where potential customers can browse your product range. Highlights, inclusions, exclusions, and must-knows are all pretty self-explanatory. Just ensure they correspond with the content on your landing page. For categories, add as many as are relevant to your product. Don't add any that are not relevant. And just don't forget to include whether your tour is guided or self-guided, as this is one of those requirements of Things to Do. Under images, we recommend adding at least a couple from your website, ensuring they meet those minimum requirements that we mentioned earlier. And lastly, in this related points of interest section, these are optional for tour products, but we recommend adding at least one regardless of what you are offering, as this gives you the chance of surfacing on different Things to Do modules. And that's about it. It's pretty straightforward. Do not forget to save your changes as you are completing this, and repeat this step for all of the activities you wish to make available on Things to Do. Okay, we're going to now briefly touch on troubleshooting issues with your website and product feed to Things to Do. To help you hone your listings, Things to Do provides a daily update with warnings and errors that may prevent your experiences from appearing on their platform. Types of common error messages include operator name and location mismatch, images are too small or missing, a price is higher on the booking page, or the product option is not found on the landing page. If there are any issues or new issues, this will appear as the banner shown here when you log on to your Zaui system. Clicking this banner allows you to review what needs attention and make the necessary adjustments. We also have a very thorough troubleshooting guide to Google Things to Do and our knowledge base, which you can refer to help get some more information about solving the issues. When reviewing these error messages, keep one thing in mind, and that is that Things to Do provides these messages for all modules, regardless of whether you are eligible for and targeting that module. What this means is you can just ignore the error messages for modules that are not relevant to your tour product. Keep an eye on the module type column in the what needs attention list so you can decide what to ignore. Okay, on this final section here, we'll address some common inquiries we often receive regarding Things to Do. One we get quite often is whether it operates similarly to OTAs, like Viator or Get Your Guide. And the answer is no. Unlike OTAs, Things to Do aggregates listings from various sources, presenting them for travelers to explore. In fact, one of the key benefits is Things to Do provides tour operators greater visibility, allowing you to compete against OTAs via free listings and the official site badge, so travelers know when they are booking directly. Additionally, Things to Do provides you with an edge over OTAs in Google Maps search results, as travelers can see they are dealing with a local company. Another frequent question we get is whether Things to Do is available in your country. And the straightforward answer is that if you can create a Google business profile, then you can enroll. Lastly, many wonder how to earn that official site badge on Things to Do. Well, in fact, this badge is automatically added to your business listing when you have successfully connected at least one product. So it's a really great indication that you're well on the way to having a fully optimized integration with Google Things to Do. Okay, so that kind of concludes the main part of the content, but we have some questions here in the chat. So I'm going to take a look and see if we can answer any of these. I have a question from Zach here. What if I do not have a customer-facing address? That is okay. So take a look at, I recommend checking out Google Things to Do documentation. They have this concept of a service area business, and they provide information to you on how to work around that. Let's see. Someone's asking for copies of the slides. Yep, for sure. We'll get you. So everybody will receive a copy of the webinar after it's complete. And another question we got is about what's involved in setting up Things to Do ads. So Things to Do ads are slightly different than Google ads. And so in order to do that, you will need to contact us and request our Google Things to Do, that's Zaui's Google Things to Do account ID. Then you'll take that and go to your Google Ads account and add the account ID there, which connects the accounts and allows you to start creating travel campaigns on Things to Do. So that's about it for all the Q&A. I will thank you for your time, and I will now pass you back to Sam.
Thank you, Andrea. Just one quick thing. We did have the poll there. If you guys could kind of go through the poll and quickly answer that, because here I see from the poll about 72% of you are not using Google Things to Do currently. So the number one goal as soon as you close this webinar is to just search on Google Things to Do. That's kind of how you find them. And then just make sure you have created your profile. And what we'll do after this webinar is we'll actually send you the slides here and as well as the presentation that we did. So you can take screenshots of the best practices and all those other helpful insights that we had. And just make sure you create your profile and make sure you kind of optimize. And if you do have any questions, and if you are a Zaui customer currently and you do have questions, feel free to reach out to Andrea directly. Her email address is customersuccess@zaui.com. And if you're not a Zaui customer and you'd like to have some sort of a free consultation, you can reach out to me directly at sales@zaui.com, and I'd be more than happy to give you a consultation on how to optimize this. Both me and Andrea are here to help, so please feel free to reach out. And really, that's kind of our presentation for today. Thank you so much for your time. we really do appreciate your time here. And yeah, so we hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day. And yeah, we'll be in touch by sending you some of the information from here today. Ciao.
Thank you so much.